We're a few days away from the biggest WrestleMania match of all time. Roman Reigns and his legendary 1300-day WWE title run. He's on the line against Cody Rhodes, who desperately needs to finish his story. While it may seem like an easy decision to make, it's not. I think there's a strong argument to be made for Roman Reigns retaining and beating Cody Rhodes for the second year in a row. In the last 4 years, we've seen a complete transformation with the WWE. The company has been flourishing like never before. We're seeing billion-dollar deals with Netflix, sellout shows every single week, and hundreds of millions of social media views all around the world. The WWE is cool again, and it is on fire. And during this renaissance, there's been one man at the top of the mountain leading the charge. He's the head of the table. He's the tribal chief. He's been the undisputed WWE Universal Champion for the last 1300 days. That man is Roman Reigns. It's clear that Roman is the main reason for the success of the WWE as of late, and the Bloodline storyline took the WWE by storm. With everything he and his family has done, it begs the question, is it time for him to lose the title? I honestly don't know. What I do know is that this is the first time in a very long time where his title reign is in serious jeopardy. And truthfully, it's looking like the WWE is ready to move on from the tribal chief. But is that a good idea? Roman Reigns has proven that he can grow this company, whether that's landing billion-dollar deals or captivating the audience for years of compelling storylines. There's still so much for him to do with this title reign. Roman Reigns is only 400 days away from breaking Hulk Hogan's record. That could be another accolade added to the collection that he has so far, and you could even have the man break Bruno Sammartino's record if you really want. There's also so many potential feuds for the world title that he could have. Randy Orton is a perfect example of somebody who just came back after being put on the shelf for the last couple of years due to Roman Reigns. There's a lot of money to make off of that feud. Seth Rollins has spoken about his desire to main event WrestleMania with his former brother, and then you have CM Punk, who just came back, and I know a feud between Punk and Reigns would feed families. The WWE has a guy that's helping them grow while making tons of money for them, who is looking to break more records with cinema-like stories that are there on a silver platter for him. When you look at all of that, it makes you think, should Roman Reigns actually be the one to retain and walk out of WrestleMania as the WWE champion? But then again, you have Cody Rhodes and his unfinished story. The world wants to see Cody Rhodes win the WWE Championship for his father, and honestly, this is bigger than Cody Rhodes. It's about Dusty, it's about Michelle, it's about Brandy, Liberty, and the rest of his family. If we're being honest, winning a world championship is long overdue for Cody Rhodes, and it only makes sense considering the journey that he's been on since returning to the WWE a couple of years ago. Cody had all the momentum in the world after his feud with Seth Rollins. Unfortunately, he suffered a torn pec at the worst time imaginable. Despite this, the American Nightmare still got in that ring and put his body on the line for our entertainment. And after that, he still came back, won the Royal Rumble, and challenged Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. While we all thought he was gonna finally finish his story, Solo Sikoa's thumb had different plans for him. This didn't stop Cody from coming back stronger than ever before. He spent the year winning matches, beating Beast, earning championships, and has another shot to right his wrong. Cody Rhodes is clearly the right guy to get this job done, and he's the babyface that the WWE has been looking for years. The fans absolutely adore this man. He's literally agreeing on being the best man at weddings for fans. He's a hero to all the kids, and he even stays after the show for fans for hours. Everyone loves Cody, and if you don't believe me, just take a listen for yourself. It's undeniable at this point, Cody Rhodes is the guy who needs to dethrone Roman Reigns and put an end to this iconic WWE Championship run. He's got the fans behind him, he's got management behind him, and most important of all, he's got his family behind him. With all that being said, I think it's time to say it. Cody Rhodes needs to finish his story.
Shut the fuck up!
And just when we thought Cody winning was set in stone, The Rock came back to shake things up. First, he tried to take his spot at WrestleMania, which legitimately made no sense. That completely backfired though, and after a "We Want Cody" movement, the WWE could not ignore the fans. Cody Rhodes got back his main event title match at WrestleMania that he earned, while The Rock turned into the bad guy. This is when things get tricky. The final boss changed everything. This is the best version of The Rock that we've ever seen. He became the biggest and best thing in pro wrestling right now. Every time he's on the screen, whether that's with Roman or Cody, it feels special. The Rock is just on another level, and the WWE needs to think about his future. And that future is him headlining WrestleMania next year with his cousin. And let's be honest, The Rock versus Roman Reigns is the biggest possible match that WWE can book. This is what makes it even harder to decide the finish of the match between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. If Cody wins this Sunday, it could hurt the bigger match between Rock and Reigns. On top of that, how do you make that match between those two even bigger? And the answer is Roman Reigns walking into that match as the champion for almost 2,000 days. The other answer is if Roman Reigns continues to dominate everyone in his path, including Cody Rhodes. And the final answer is if the final boss is truly the final challenge. Think about that nickname. It only makes sense if Roman wins this Sunday to later challenge the final boss. With The Rock in the picture, I really don't know what the WWE is going to do. So this is where we're at. WrestleMania is in just a few days, and the WWE, well, they have a huge decision to make. Is Roman Reigns going to defeat Cody Rhodes for the second time in a row and retain the undisputed WWE Championship? Remember, this is a man who's taken this place to new heights. He's carried this company for years now, and he's looking to break more records, and he's proven that he could make billions of dollars. And he's prepared to have the biggest wrestling match of all time in the history of this business with the final boss. However, there is a price to pay if WWE makes this decision. It would effectively destroy and ruin Cody Rhodes. If he loses again, the people will move on from Cody. Another risk that comes with this decision is that there's a chance that the people move on from the WWE as a whole. There's a good chunk of fans who are sick and tired of Roman's title reign and his part-time status. On the other hand, is Cody Rhodes going to dethrone Roman Reigns and finally finish his story? It's important to remember that he's responsible for starting an entirely new wrestling promotion to go head-to-head with the WWE. However, his time as an executive was not considered a success. But he has proven that there's an undeniable connection with the fans, and he is more than ready to sit at the throne and lead this new era. Cody Rhodes has quite the challenge ahead of himself, but he might not be alone.